good. He's good. Why does she keep doing it?
That's why. That's fine.
Okay. What's up?
We about to go live in 5 seconds. All right, peace, family. We should be live right now. Got a nice surprise for y'all today. Got my Harlem brother, Dame Dash, back on the show, kicking it with me. Let me turn that down. This is Chuck Schumer. Let me turn down Chuck Schumer. They gave me the Chuck Schumer commercial. But yeah, got my Harlem brother Dame Dash back on the show with me, man. We just gonna kick it about some interesting topics and pop culture. And the brother has always helped us to evolve as a culture. And the brother's been ahead of his time with a lot of the things he said. So a lot of the things he said is coming to fruition, right now as we speak. So it's gonna be an interesting conversation. I'm gonna let the people fill in the chat room real quick. Peace to the family. All right, Selena, Troy, HK, Primo to God. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Let me get to some ads real quick. I want to shout out a couple of great businesses, black businesses that's out there doing their thing, and then we'll get immediately to the show, family. All right. Let everybody know we live though. All right. First and foremost, this book is out of print. Y'all can hit up the Cash App for $, blackmagic363. Make sure you leave your email. The fee is $10, but it deals with spiritual techniques to attract money, and it deals with the principle of money being an energy and not necessarily just being a physical object. So yeah, that's magic money right there. Shout out to Black Privilege. These folks right here are great. It's a brother and a sister. They're absolutely magnificent when it comes to video editing, logo creation, vegan catering, website creation, and a lot of other stuff. So make sure you go to their website, blackprivilege.org. We also got mixerhealth.com. We all know how important cmos is in terms of what we're seeing right now with our immune system and the whole COVID and corona thing. cmos is popping like cocaine was popping in the 80s. So everybody want to get cmos, but you want to make sure you got a good quality of cmos. And these brothers and sisters right here, they get their cmos from St. Lucia. It's grade A. Make sure you contact them. They also have herbal supplements, and they got the good stuff without all the additives and the preservatives and all that. So you can go to mixerhealth.com and make sure you support them. Of course, I got Copper Child Mike L in the building. If you want high-frequency clothing, something that represents your spiritual nature, you go to his website and you contact him. Of course, we got King Simon. In terms of numerology, if you want some information, you want to know about your greatest self, if you want information on your career, or your love life, or your health, King Simon is definitely the man to call when it comes to numerology. And of course, we got my brother Riverside Tai Chi. If you got any problems with your joints, don't know how old y'all are out there, but if you got problems with your joints, this is the brother to call right here. And with that being said, let's get to my brother Dame Dash. Welcome back, my brother.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. Yo, would you ever do a numerology reading, Dame? Would you ever do that?
For fun, and giggles.
You never went to like a psychic or none of that? Like nothing during your Rockefeller heyday? Like you never did consulted with any spiritual advisors?
Yeah. Lots. All the time.
Okay. Just so you know, the dude is nice, King Simon. If you ever interested, holler at me, man.
I don't be wanting to know my future really. I just want to do it.
I feel you. I feel that way a lot too.
I don't see the purpose of it.
I feel that way a lot too. I feel like it kind of messes up. Well, I don't know.
Just don't want to know.
Just go on my intuition.
What's the purpose of knowing it if you can't change it?
Well, I think I don't know. We should ask King Simon about that.
I'm saying it's not a question. I'm saying I don't really care because I can't change it. And I don't want to be worried about it. I'd rather just live it and go do what I got to do.
With the numerology thing, it's not necessarily predicting your future. It's letting you know about more of your expansive self. So a lot of us, one of the biggest sayings, and Billy Carson talks about this all the time, is know thyself. Because we live in a society where we haven't been taught who we are, there's people that have a greater understanding of the spirit world. And sometimes we go to them and they help us to understand, like, for example, I'm a number 8.
Listen. I understand it. I just don't need it. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I'm not saying I never with it. I'm saying I know some very serious people, but what I find is I prefer to just live life and me control the narrative, and that works for me. So I don't. When I hear about, it gives me to worry about. I don't want to worry.
That's true. That's a good point, my brother. Let's talk about some of the things going on, my brother. How's everything going with the E Network situation? Sometimes people think you out there just talking to talk, but then we hear about tomorrow. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. With her suicidal messages out there.
I mean,
everything going right.
You mean E1? I got a lawsuit on him. I got a lawsuit on the WE channel, and I got my own television network. So my experience in that world is it's unfair, and it does hurt people that can't fight for themselves to the extent that sometimes they want to kill themselves. And the problem is these are production companies from another culture telling our stories. We're not getting paid for it. They're controlling the narrative, and it's a program. It's meant for that to be, to make us feel good about ourselves. So that's the reason why my television network focuses on our self-awareness of how strong we really are.
Indeed. Why do you think you even decided to mess with E1 in the first place?
For my son. He wanted to be on TV, so I did it for him.
Right.
I don't give a about E1. I don't give a about Tara. I don't give a about any of those executives that no one else will call out besides Kanye.
Right, man.
One of my more powerful students.
Man, Kanye's been saying some important things I would consider lately, man, as far as controlling your masses.
Yeah, the same that I've been saying for the last 20 years. I'm glad he finally said it.
Yeah. Do you think change is finally about to happen in terms of the hip hop culture and
it's already happened?
Controlling.
It's already happened. I mean, change is for us to make. So are we going to change? Some of us will, which a lot of us have, and some of us will still be slaves. There's slaves and there's generals, or rather there's slaves and there's masters. There's soldiers and there's generals. There'll always be generals and there'll always be soldiers.
Indeed.
I'm really sick of talking to soldiers. They don't listen. I'm sick of talking to slave-minded people.
Right.
It's a waste of time.
Right. I hate you, man. You ain't wasting. You just straight up tonight, Dave. You ain't.
I'm always straight up.
I hear you, man. Yo, I remember Nas saying one time that Prince gave him a talk about owning his masters and how important it was. I remember when y'all did the summer jam with MJ. I remember MJ went through something with Tommy Mottola. Did MJ ever talk to y'all about the masters and just as far as the music industry?
No, I didn't really talk to MJ like that. I just took pictures with him.
Right. You remember that though, right? When he used to talk about Tommy Mottola and all that, calling the devil and stuff, man.
Nobody was listening.
This been going on forever, man. Sam Cooke, like this been going on forever, man.
Yeah, we've been letting it go on forever. It's not their fault it's our fault for letting it happen. Every time somebody wave a bag in your face, you can sell your soul. You know you're doing wrong, but you do it anyway. And that's what happens. You can't be like, you can't be mad at your oppressor for oppressing you. You have to be mad at yourself for letting yourself be oppressed. Like they do this, they do that. Yeah, you let them do that.
Yes. Okay. Wow. So in terms of Kanye, I think a lot of people feel as though, it's kind of, we're used to, I guess you could say, we're used to independent artists talking about the importance of masses and the importance of, owning your music, but we're not used to the bigwigs saying it that much, I'm saying in terms of hip hop.
But Michael Jackson and Prince said it. Y'all just don't listen.
I'm talking about with hip hop.
The artists ain't that big in hip hop. The reason why Kanye can say it now is because he's not making money off hip hop. His money and the independence that he has is coming from selling sneakers. He's a billionaire from that.
Yeah.
So it's like, now. But see me, No disrespect to Kanye, but I didn't wait to get $1 billion to say. I said it before that. Like, yo, I'm not, you ain't playing me. I don't care how much money I got.
Do you own the masters to that whole Rockefeller era, like the Jay-Z albums and all that, and the Rockefeller?
We owned half the master and we sold them. We stole Unreasonable Doubt together, but that's it. We sold our masters.
Why would you do that?
Well, number one, I had partners, but you sell them at a multiple. So what happens is you sell them. I didn't want to do that deal, to be honest. I wanted to stay independent. Jay wanted to do that deal. So that's why we did it, because Jay wanted to do it. He just loved Leo so much. But I didn't want to do that deal. I fought him and Biggs about that, but they overrode me. I wanted to stay independent. I didn't see the purpose. But he was always impressed with Leo for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, dang. That's crazy. Well, in terms of like the music money, you know what's interesting? Sometimes people feel as though, like, I know you got different things going on right now as far as the Dame Dash network and other things you're doing. But was music money like the most fun money you made? Like sometimes
no, it was the worst money. It was the most non-fun money. That's why I got out. Why do you think I got out of it?
Bro, you look like you was having a good time.
I don't look like I'm having a good time now. What's wrong with you?
Not as much. No, not as much.
You're bugging. When did I look like I was good, having a good time? Pouring champagne on girls and disrespecting them? Yelling at people? When was there a good time?
Well, just your...
I'm asking you a question. When did you see a good time? What are you talking about? Tell me.
The way you will interact with your artists, you see.
I interact with my bro. What do you mean? I was I used to have to go to court with Beanie all the time. Court for Oskino. Court for Petey Crack. Court for Jay-Z. They all went to court. What was a good time about that? Arguing all the time. So now that I'm not arguing, I'm not having a good time. Since I left the music business, I've loved my life to the extent that I've never came back. I hate the music business. I'd rather go to the dentist than go to a BET award.
Well, I'm not here. I'm not your enemy, brother.
I don't think you're my enemy. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just saying, I'm asking you, if you look at my life now, and then you look at Rockefeller, how could you possibly say I was having a better time at Rockefeller? I'm around a bunch of dudes all day with guns, going to court, arguing, fighting Leo, fighting my artists. Everything was an hassle. What was fun about that?
Right. Well, like I said, I'm telling you from an outside perspective.
No, I'm saying, but what looked like fun? What did you see that looked like fun? Specifically, though.
Man, like I said, man, just the way your energy.
You saying energy and all that. Specifically, you saying vibe. You're not answering my question. My question.
I don't have to answer the question the way you.
No, but I'm saying but then you're not answering my question. I'm saying.
No, I'm answering.
All right, so let me listen. Let me ask it in a very specific way. Let me ask you a specific way, because you're not answering the question I'm asking.
Well, I am.
I said specifically what action, not a vibe, not an energy. When you speak to a man, you have to speak in specifics, not generalities, so he can address it. So I'm saying specifically, not a feeling. It's not about emotion. It's about what did you see that looked like fun.
All right, so Dame, this is what I want you to understand. I answer the question.
If you ain't gonna answer my question, I answer your questions, but you ain't answering mine.
It has nothing to do.
I'm not going to have a conversation with you about the way to answer a question. I don't care. If you don't want to answer it, move on. Next question.
All right, well, Dame, you know what? We could end the interview.
All right, peace, bro. It's all right. You can be sensitive. I thought you was a Harlem nigga. Peace.
If you want another amazing video with the one and only Dame Dash, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.